The next question is, give me an example of a decision you regret making. For more interview questions, please go to our website at bowsy8.com. Here's a good answer. A decision I regret involved approving a high-risk project timeline without fully understanding the team's capacity and constraints. Early in my career as a manager, a high-profile project came up with a tight deadline. Eager to demonstrate the team's ability to deliver, I agreed to the timeline without thoroughly consulting the team on potential risks or challenges. As the project progressed, it became clear that we had underestimated the effort required. Team members were working long hours, morale began to drop, and despite our best efforts, we missed the deadline by 2 weeks. While the project was ultimately successful, the cost to the team's well-being and trust in my leadership was significant. Once I realized the impact, I acted quickly to address the issue. I held a retrospective with the team where I acknowledged my mistake, apologized, and asked for feedback. Together, we identified process improvements, such as earlier risk assessments, more transparent communication, and ensuring the team had a greater voice in estimating timelines. I also worked to rebuild trust by setting realistic expectations and advocating for the team in future negotiations. This experience shaped my approach to leadership. Now, I always prioritize team input, encourage open dialogue about risks, and take a more balanced stance when negotiating deadlines. Why does this work? 1. Acknowledges responsibility. The response shows ownership of the mistake without blaming others, reflecting maturity and accountability. 2. Demonstrates growth. It highlights how the mistake became a learning opportunity and led to actionable improvements in leadership style. 3. Balances the negative with the positive. While the decision is framed as a regret, the resolution and positive outcome, a better process, show resilience and adaptability. 4. Reflects team-centric leadership. Emphasizing the retrospective and rebuilding trust demonstrates that you value the team's well-being and input. 5. Shows measurable change. Specific actions like earlier risk assessments and advocating for the team illustrate that lessons learned translated into concrete changes. What you should avoid. 1. Blaming others. Avoid statements like, "The team underestimated the effort," as this deflects responsibility. 2. Avoiding ownership. Saying, "I was pressured by leadership," diminishes your accountability for the decision. 3. Choosing an example with lasting harm. Select a mistake that led to a learning opportunity, not one that irreparably damaged relationships, projects, or careers. 4. Failing to show improvement. If you don't explain how you grew from the experience, the story may seem like an unresolved failure rather than a learning opportunity. 5. Overly generic examples. Provide specific details to make the example more compelling. For instance, describe the project or the context briefly rather than giving a vague scenario. Thanks for watching. For more tech interview questions, please go to our website at bowsy8.com.